Big round of applause for Ron Hart. That's it for
Ron. Hey there, punch drunks. So I grew up in a very small town, Murray County, Tennessee. It's the mule capital of the world. Yeah, very nice. Not the States, it's the world. And we were very poor, in a very rough town, actually. Our high school paper had an obituary column. And there was one hotel in town that said on the marquee as you came to it, "As seen on Cops." In 1979 was a big thing for our town. A Dollar General came to town. Yeah, very nice. Or as we called it, the mall. My dad worked for ATF, Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, which was the biggest convenience store in town. It was super nice. Yeah. The town didn't have money, nor did the high school, actually. Our high school football coach taught driver's ed and sex ed in the same pickup truck. Yeah. No, we didn't have sex ed. Explains a lot. We had 4-H, and I was a future farmer of America and in 4-H, which they did kind of teach sex ed. They took us out back and let us watch the mules mate. Which later in life actually led to some very unreasonable expectations. I'm a bit of a trailblazer in my high school. I was the first openly white basketball player on my team. Yeah. And it wasn't all bad. My sister had, I'm very proud of her. She sang the national anthem at a big event in our hometown. It was a cockfight, but Now, I called a buddy of mine the other day about the coronavirus, and, small towns, they worry about things. And I said, "Look, Barry, are you worried about the coronavirus?" He goes, "No, Ron." He said, "Here we only drink Pabst Blue Ribbon." And then, this is the same guy, actually was estranged from his sister. Didn't see her for 50 years. And this is emotional for me, but they reconnected up about a year ago. But on Tinder, though, it was a bad deal. It's kind of how it works there. Very religious town. We had a lot of odd religions there because they could be there. No one questioned them. A lot of Jehovah's Witnesses. Barry actually he led a group of Jehovah's Witnesses in his house. They talked to him about religion for 15 minutes and then beat him up, stole his money. I asked him about it. I said, "Barry, what went on there?" He said, "Son, next time, I wish they'd just skip right to the beating." We had Mennonites. Anybody know what Mennonite is? Yeah. Like the redneck form of Amish. Murray County, Tennessee. But they were great girls. The girls were great to date because they were sheltered, they were pent up, they were very randy, and they were great to date. I'm just telling you. And the greatest thing about dating them is there's absolutely no expectation you call them the next day. So, yeah. Then, of course, obviously a very religious town. I was taught very early in the Bible Belt that Jesus died for our sins. Yeah. And I'll spend the rest of my life making sure you guys' money's worth. Yeah. Yeah. And then there was a meth problem in town. This may surprise you. The meth problem. You may have read about it. I was the guy that got beat up at Popeyes. That's my hometown. Yeah. But there was a meth problem there, and the guy got caught cooking meth in the Murray County Library. But in his defense, he was in the how to cook meth section of the library, so that's kind of on them, really. But I kid Tennessee. I love Tennessee. Kids are there. I love Tennessee. It's a very practical, zero income tax, very practical state. University of Tennessee is in Knoxville. Yeah. The dental school's in Memphis. They long ago figured out there was not enough teeth in Knoxville to support a dental school. That's my time. Thank you.
Ron Hart, give it up for him, Ron Hart. Now, if his name sounds familiar to some of you, it's because he's featured in about 70 different newspapers across the country, so look for his column, Ron Hart there, okay?